What is some rich stuff you do even though you are not rich? Forget to cancel my free trial. Damn Netflix. Believe it or not, Amazon Audible. I used it one time, forgot all about it. It was only like $4. That's rich shit to me. Food. I buy what I want and I try new stuff. I like cooking. Grocery shopping without concern for budget is what made me realize I had made it back in the day. Good times. Now I have hard budgets again, and it truly sucks. You question every damn decision and convince yourself to do without or downgrade to the lowest priced quality. On the same boat. The other day I looked at expensive butter that I used to stock up on without even thinking twice and sighed. Buy the good toilet paper. Rich people use bidets, haha. Everyone in my country have bidets, however, you still will need to use toilet paper to finish cleaning. Not if you have the fancy bidet that dries your butt and plays Mozart. My thermostat stays at the temperature setting of what is most comfortable to me, and nothing will change that. I'd rather pay the extra $20 and be comfy versus sweating in my own home. LOL, this really outlined how different climates can be. My thought was, yeah, I'm going to be as cozy and warm as I want and not freeze in the comfort of my own home. Where I live it's both LOL. 80 degrees Fahrenheit and 80% humidity in the summer, -10 and endless snow in the winter. That said, heating a house is much cheaper than cooling one. We have a garage fridge that is full of all different kinds of beverages. I felt like such a baller when I got my garage drink fridge. Something about it just made me feel like I landed financially, like things will be okay. My buddy and I decided that this is how you know you've made it in the Midwest. I use the paper towels. The ones that separate into 3 sheets are the best. This is the fucking way for sure. I accidentally bought the full-size sheets a week or 2 ago, and I didn't notice until I ripped one off. I was flabbergasted at how excessive using a whole one is for a small spill. I have adopted a black cat. That might not sound very exotic rich people stuff, but every time I look at him I can't help to think, I've got this incredibly beautiful, graceful mini jaguar in my house solely because I love its companionship and looking at it, feel like a king with him. Damn, you make me wanna have one for myself, haha. I buy small trash bags for the bathroom trash bins. My whole family uses grocery bags, but I don't like how they always rip at the bottom. My state banned plastic grocery bags a couple of years ago, and I started buying the small bags too. I don't know how I feel about it from a financial standpoint, but it's like $3 for a 50-cented bags. I own a house. Oh damn rich people shit. We shouldn't be able to joke about owning a modest home being rich people shit. Anyone who works full-time should be able to afford a home. My wife and I both work full-time and find these house prices abhorrent. So yes, I either see it as rich people shit or house broke people shit. Paying for car cleaning. One a year, I get the premium package, where they clean my car in and out, including soap washing the interior. Justified, though my dad would kill me. I leave the fridge door open when getting the butter out even though my dad said it would cost billions and send us to the streets. I leave the front door open when I pop out to grab my mail. Took me years of living on my own to realize the AC bill doesn't shoot up by hundreds of dollars if I do that. No margarine in my house, butter only, and lots of it. My arteries think I'm rich. Butter is better for you than margarine. Sometimes I even buy the grass-fed butter. So tasty. I tried explaining this to my parents. Something about how dairy is evil, so they'd rather consume highly processed hydrogenated vegetable oils. Some days I have 2 sandwiches at lunch. I smile as I watch all my fellow proletariat eating their single sandwich. When we were savages working in offices, instead of godly WFH, I used to send my husband to work with 2 sandwiches in his lunch, and a snacky, like a mandarin and a little chocolate bar, a twirl, or a PPP penguin. I used to enjoy knowing he lorded it over the 1 sandwich plebs. Ha! Every so often, 3 to 4 months, Mary Maids comes to my house and clean. My boyfriend says I should clean, but I'm on dialysis and damn it I'm just too exhausted at times to do it. Dialysis is hard on a body. It's just my boyfriend came from very humble circumstances and is of the mindset that you want something done, do it yourself. He thinks it's kind of a waste of money, but it's not even my money. A very kind friend of mine pays for it for me out of the goodness of her heart. I understand his viewpoint, but let's be real, I'm not gonna stop using Merry Maids and he'll just have to get used to that. Bruh. Dialysis is very rough to the body. I can't imagine expecting someone to clean after it. I know some people who had it done to them and they basically couldn't do much on these days. I pay for YouTube Premium. I pay some Indian guy I found on eBay to put my account on his family list. Been on $20 year premium since 2019. I love you, Jagdish, wherever you are. That's what I call a true friendship. I got 3 months free for being a T-Mobile customer, and goddamn those fuckers got me. I can't go back. Same here. It's just not enjoyable without it. I want to be able to just throw something on my phone without worrying about ads, and it has background play, which I love. I sometimes buy name brand cheese instead of the store brand. I bought name brand cheese this weekend because it was on sale. Just made pizza with it. Quality ingredients make all the difference. I'm a very full and very happy man right now. I have a maid that comes weekly. I've found that my sanity is worth the cost. Weekly? Ooh la la. I have one every other week and can confirm. Most of my sanity saved. I'm always organizing, laundry, cleaning up after pets, I work PT, etc. as is. It would take a lot for me to clean all she does. I sacrificed getting my nails done to pay housekeeper, and totally worth it for me. I won't buy crappy tires, shoes, or a bed. Don't cheap out on what you put between you and the ground. Haha, I had a coffin joke. You'll never catch this guy bringing no punk-ass towel to lie on at the beach. A 100% alpaca pashmina or nothing. Hold my pinky out when I drink things. When in doubt, pinky out. I buy the gel comfort pens. Makes me feel I'm a higher class when writing at work. Smooth, crisp, consistent ink. I put my bills on autopay. Crazy, I know. I only buy real maple syrup. It's several orders of magnitude better than all the other high fructose corn syrup, and I use it in my baked beans and various glazes. I heard that Canadians call the high fructose corn syrup fake syrups, telephone pole syrup. Invest in my 401k. I tip servers like I'm rich because I used to work in the restaurant industry and I know all too well how brutal it can be. Tipping servers well for their service and to honor my late husband, who was in that industry for 15 years before becoming a high school ELA teacher, is an honor and the right thing for me. Always. It would take crazy bad service for me to not tip well. Upgrading to business class on long-haul flights to the east. It is so much better. That's actually rich shit. Cocaine. That's some rich shit that'll make you poor quick. My old mom and I will often go next door to get the spinach artichoke dip fresh out of the pizza oven with a basket of tortilla chips for $13. Which, it's just an appetizer, but still. It's good to live in a nice area. Even if it's full of those pesky college kids. Every so often, I eat at restaurants that cost $50 to $100 per person. Our friends and I do this once every few months. We order the fancy cocktails and order whatever we want. It's pricey but fun to dress up and eat someplace nice. Coffee. All about that coffee, the beans, maker, grinder. Once a week I go down to the Rich People Burger place and get a burger and a beer. Comes out to about $40. Burger is $18, beer is $9, plus tip. There's always a crowd of people dressed the same, frat house clothing. Every car in the parking lot is $60,000 plus, and everyone has their dogs with them. While I roll up in a 99 beater Civic wearing death metal sleeveless shirt and long hair down looking like a goon with my steel-toe boots on. Really funny cause I get looks and don't match any of the styles of the people who go there. Sometimes people get up and move to a different table. I just love that my presence is offensive to them. The staff are very nice, however, and I leave a good tip. You might be surprised how your view of them is more indicative of your own bullshit bias than any look you get. I'm guessing you're young enough to get that perspective as you live some more. Nobody gives a heck what you look like in a burger joint. Maybe you should shower. Eat organic fruit. What a fact happened to fruit prices? $2 LB for apples? $1 for a grapefruit? 50 cents per line? What the actual fuck? Watermelon, the small ones, $6? I live in a low cost of living area too. Same for vegetables, potatoes. Yes, fucking potatoes for $1 LB. And if you want the good ones, golden yellow reds, you're looking upwards of $2 to $3 pound. This all used to be 1/3 the price. I keep hearing inflation was only 20%, but I keep seeing that prices have tripled. I buy cashmere clothing for winter, it's soft, warm, and comfy. Normally have to limit myself to one a month. I always eat good for every meal. No cold sandwiches or bowl of cereal, always big meal. I get my hair done. It's the one self-care thing that is expensive that makes me feel beautiful. Reading your comments makes me realize you really don't know what rich people do. Like one friend working as a bodyguard for billionaires told me one day. You think like per people. Personally, I hired a personal cook. That's one of the rare things that would match the criteria. That's kinda rich people shit. What is some rich shit you do even though you are not rich? Leave a comment and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this one.